And welcome back to my channel. We are playing Pillars of Eternity 1, the first game. In my last video we just went over the character creation and we did very minimal gameplay. So we will be continuing off from there. So let's see. Right now we are in, let's see, I think we are on the trail to go to a town. Let's see. So right now we are somewhere around here, if I remember correctly from my last playthrough. We are on our way to Gilded Vale. We just stopped here. I had gotten sick and my character has got sick and is trying to find some berries, which we found at the end of the last episode, right around here. So from here on, let's see what else we can find. A cool little trick that I learned is if you push tab key, it will allow you to see all the items and people that you can interact with. Like, let's see, burned lady. Not really anything else over here. Let's look. Let's start heading back over here. It's not here anymore. There was a hunter here who was supposed to be getting me water because of whatever I'm sick with. Let's go explore up here real quick, see what's up here. Some more Admeth. The path winds through a narrow
shouldn't stray too
canyon,
far.
back the way you came. So, let's see. Let's look over here. This is definitely a very heavy exploration game. When you look everywhere, it gives you can always find cool little treasures and things you can sell, stuff like that. Let's look over here. Let's see. There's a deer. Oh, there's some people over here. Travelers, maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. Let's see. Leather armor and that. Okay. Let's see. The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Let's see, anything else to interact with? Not really. Okay. So we are going to cross the river and see what we can find on the other side.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Let's see.
This is recent. Not good.
Let's look around. Footsteps. One thing that I am actually going to do before we start getting into any heavy combat is I am actually going to set their AI up so that we can actually, so I don't have to worry about micromanaging that much. And let's see, some more flowers and stuff. Not really anything up there. Just trying not to click on that to progress the story before I'm ready. Let's see. Nothing over here. So we're just going to grab this. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfel, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Kaliska frowns. Sparfel's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Well, that's not good.
Ambush!
Really? Surprise! So let's see, what are we going to do? Charm Beast, Dancing Bolts, summons a flurry of thin bolts of lightning hitting enemies in the area of effect with shock damage. We have Nature's Mark, causes enemies in the area of effect to glow with pale green light, making them easier targets. Affected enemies suffer decreased deflection and reflection. So let's Nature's Vigor, draw upon the invigorating power of nature, creating a mild regeneration effect and raising max endurance on party members. Sunbeam calls down a shaft of intense sunlight, burning and potentially blinding those caught in the area of effect. Talon's Reach conjures a giant pair of razor-sharp talons, causing slash damage to all the area of effect. Tanglefoot rapidly grows a patch of twisted vines that surround and entangle anyone unlucky enough to get caught inside. Characters who set foot inside the area of effect become hobbled. While Thorns shoots sharp thorned vines up through the ground, causing pierce damage and potentially sickening anyone in the area of effect. And then we have Winter Wind, causes an icy wind of incredible power to arise, pushing back all in the area of effect, inflicting freeze damage. Okay, what's this? I can spirit shift into a stag. Let's do that. And then I will have you go and take care of that person. Whoa, that's pretty intense. Sorry, my zoom on my mouse is very finicky, so it's not always the easiest for me to use.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Certainly.
Let's collect all that wonderful loot. Go away, tutorial. The tutorials are mainly there just to remind me.
Yes.
Let's have them attack. No, what are you doing? Just don't run. I don't want you to do that. Let's see. I kind of want to see what this is. Average, effect, charmed. How many uses do I get for their spells?
Not quite.
Because I know the wizard. Oh,
Finish them.
I guess it has a time limit. Let's see. Come on. And we're just gonna get their loot. Another cool
Certainly.
feature is instead of having to click on every single dead body, as long as they're close enough together, you can get loot from all the bodies around. We're actually going to go this way. Back to camp. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hodin. The last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Let's see. Why have you done this? The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Irglanfath. We have not trespassed. We merely wish to pass through. I don't know what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Murderers, you will pay for each life, or you will try to kill us all either way. Why make it easy? Let's do 2. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Irglanfath. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Let's see. We are innocent in this. Will you not listen to reason? Only a fool attacks a weak enemy while a strong one yet lives. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. Go ahead, kill him now. Do it. Intellect. Judging by the sting of animal teeth around your neck, I am guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Put down your weapons. Very well, let him go. Let's do this one. The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Hayden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course. But he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this challenge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galawain's edict? That weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength. You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostril flares as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle and he nearly fumbles it, affording Hayden the movement he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. So let's see. This. Let's do this here. I'm gonna have you go and distract this person while you go and take some of this person. There we go. There. Transform and then attack. We need some healing in here on... Wait, what are you doing? Let's see. Mark causes enemies. I guess so. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions, now silent among the other dead, his breath comes in wheezing, fitful grasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile across his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom slashed across chest and bow, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Oh shit, we need to run! Whoa. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step. You set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind. From your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Let's see. Throw your weapon at the attacker. My dexterity isn't high enough for whatever that one is. Or allow Hayden to break free on his own. Let's do throw your weapon. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his foot and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archways, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Well then, it looks like all of our friends are dead, and we just barely survived. I think it was called a Beowulf.
Was that?
A Beowulf. Had to be.
Heoden's words come between wheezing
Then we're lucky to be
gasps.
alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Okay, let's see.
Certainly.
The lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen
Certainly.
rubble. Anything interesting in here? No.
That should be far enough. But what now?
Heoden's chest rises and falls visibly with each breath.
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kaliska shakes her head. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Ir Glanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is Beowulf. To them, it's the god's way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those be the hunt dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this, once we lost the main road. The Glanfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it, but as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got their own ideal, or she glanced down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumbles. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Kaliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done. And because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. So let's see. We can go down this long twisting tunnel. see
Someone
what's
else has
in
been here. We should move.
Oh, let's see. Loot. All the loot we can need. Camping supplies means we can rest. We might have to rest actually. It's just so I can get some spells back just in case there's a hard fight later. See, I also really like their loading cinematics for when you rest. Let's see, what are we doing next?
Certainly.
Let's remember to grab everyone. We're all healed up and now we're running. Let's see. Fast mode is activated so we can get faster or get places faster. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zarep. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. It's okay. I won't hurt you. I'll tear you to pieces, lizard, or slowly back away. Let's see. It's okay. I won't hurt you. The Zaurup recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest and steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Let's back away. Let's not fight with it if we don't have to. Let's see. Oh, we've already been down here. Let's see. Let's see. We're at 20. So, the Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors. Let's see.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful. Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
What are we doing here? So, let's see. Ooh, what's this? The mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Ingwithans from all the Kith races, Alma, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among pillars similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Oh, let's see. Use your torch to light the brazier. I know if you light these, it somehow affects that pathway with all the symbols on it. Let's go down here. Let's see. I need to set his things to what it is for him, or his AI. So let's see. We're gonna set him to cautious and aggressive. Save.
Oh?
Where'd that slime come from?
Let's see. A vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges of the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. A sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. You have lost an item. Full water skin. Well, let's see. Anything else to... What's this? Annoyingly, this muck clings to anything it touches. Sorry, that first word is a bit tough. So let's see. When we use these in the pathway here, it gives us a route that we can take, so we don't have to try and get past. Oh, it's down there. Actually, let's go check out over here. There's that.
Wait.
Oh, let's see.
Wait.
We're going to... Oh, damn. That was a bit harsh. Fight.
Certainly.
Not the best at planning my actions, if you could tell. Let's see what happens. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Let's use the hammer and chisel to weaken the wall or push on the wall. Let's push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Let's see. Push on it yourself. You push the wall. You push with all your might and cracks begin to spread. Finally, you feel the ancient masonry give way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead.
Hmm?
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Let's actually have him do that. Alt to make him invisible. You and you are actually going to step back a little.
How can I help?
We're going to turn off fast mode so I can react appropriately. Okay, so but as far as I can tell, there's only 2 of those
Oh?
people in here. So I'll have you come attack this guy. I'm gonna, because these guys are a little more powerful, I'm going to cast this.
How can I help? Oh, that's not it.
Oh shit. Ah!
Hmm?
Well, that almost was a bust. Let's see. Anything else over here? Let's go talk to this Xantrip again, see if we can't get him to do something other than attack us. If we get close to him. Let's see. Suddenly it steps back and points to your pack, salvating and holding its spear out to you. Give Skulder meat to the creature. You produce a piece of Skulder meat from your pack and toss it to the floor. The Xantrip's nostril flare at the scent of fresh meat, and its eyes start between you and the food. It creeps toward the prize, shoving the spear into your grip and snatching the meat with both hands at the last moment. Its gullet quivers as it devours the flesh in noisy chomps. Okay. Cartilage and tendon. Well, we made him happy. We didn't have to kill him. So let's see, anything fire check there. Let's see. So I want to get past this area before I finish. Before I stop this section of the playthrough.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds
Let's
like
see. Oh, spiders. What should we do? Again, I don't want to use my magic too much.
2.
Very limited. And that was a complete mishap. Let's see. Let's go stag mode and attack you. Oh, that was a waste. This spider scared me a little more in the past. Anything to interact with? Nope. Actually, no. What I'm going to do... Let's see.
What you need?
How can I help?
Slow going on this part, but we don't want to touch the glowing things. I don't know exactly what it does, but it probably isn't a good thing. Okay, we're gonna go back down here after I found that gem. Oh, let's go back in fast mode so they get here quicker. Let's see, a relief of a man's face. We'll place the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. You have lost an item, Ingwithin Relief Gem. Nope, we got some more buddies. So let's transform and kill them. I'm really liking that transformation spell. It's really fun. Anything else in there?
Certainly.
Nope. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, I don't even have a weapon. What? Do I have any swords or... So I only want to use one-handed weapons. And a spear is two-handed. So I can use a hatchet or mace. Let's see, 13 to 19 crush damage, 11 to 15 slash damage. Let's do the axe. In my other hand, I will get a bow for now. I don't know if I'm ever going to be using it, but we'll just put it there just in case in the future. Let's see, my armor is 4. I have, if I have light armor, 5. Let's do hide armor. Kind of fits more into the druid sense anyway as well. How about you? What do you have on? You probably have heavy or medium. 6 and 7. Your armor's better. 6 and 6. Okay. I think that's all we're needing for right now. How about you? What's your other weapon? Oh, so you only have those? Okay. Well, now that I've realized I was messing up on that, let's be able to fix that. Give myself a cloak, because why not? Anything else? What is this? Tattered journal. The small folio is torn in several places and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Ingwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Senatlis in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Well, looks like he was the dead body we found in that alleyway. We got some ingredients. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. Oh, nope, not up there.
Yes?
We're gonna have you go there. See if there's anything over here. Nope. Oh. Well then. That happened. I'm gonna go up here, go there. Do not want to set this off again. God damn it.
These wounds run deep.
Certainly.
That was
Hmm?
stupid. And now he has severe burn, strange illness, damage reduction, and of course, after that fire, we have some damage reduction. So I thought that would be more along the lines of something else.
Yeah.
More spiders. Let's bump myself up. My big ass form is super cool. Excuse my French again. Let's see. Helmet. As a godlike, I can't actually wear helmets, which is kind of a slight bummer, but I mean, you try and find some helmets that can fit these horns. Let's see, anything interesting over here? There's that stuff. There's something over here. Bats as large as chickens are... wait, what? Strung in the web. That's kind of scary. I don't know, know about you, but I will probably be avoiding the bat-sized chickens, or the chicken-sized bats. And we're gonna go outside. We are finally out and in the open. It is daytime, it is bright and shining, and we are ready to go. Except we're not, apparently. Let's see. Older robed man. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus of an ancient structure of chiseled Adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Interesting. What is going on? It's turning on. Well then. Okay then. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of Adra, pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Boundless depth. Oh my gosh. Cannot read. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now, at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. What's the question? We are back. Back to the land of the living. Or so I thought. Calvatron. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. It is most commonly received as an injury when a character is knocked out, but some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove fatigue. Let's see. Heoden and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Oh. Let's see. They're dead, so of course we're gonna take everything from them, because why not? We need that money, and they're dead. So, what is that? Oh. Okay then. Ooh, what's this? What is going on there? Still there. I'm burning her? Are these like... I feel like these are memories and visions that your character has. The massive structure is formed of stone, Audra, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Some more ingredients in case we decide to start using some alchemy a little later. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Velwood. You can hotkey an ability by hovering the mouse cursor over its button and pressing the desired hotkey.
I'd welcome some rest.
Was that my guy? That was my guy. Ooh, we have a level up. Okay, we're gonna level up here. Let's see. It's going to be... Let's add it to lore. Put 2 there. We're gonna want some in athletics for checks later, so we'll leave that like that. Ooh, let's see. This is... I can get one of these, and then ooh, what do I want to do with this? Let's see. We're going to do Acolytes, Radiance, Wild Strike, Burn. The druid's knowledge of the forces of nature allows him or her to automatically inflict additional burn damage when spirit shifted. Wild Strike, Corrode. The druid's knowledge of the forces of nature allows him or her to automatically inflict additional corrode damage when spirit shifted. Druid's Freeze. Freeze damage when spirit shifted, or shock damage when spirit shifted. See, I kind of want to focus on lightning magic. I feel like that would be my best bet, but there's also some offensive, defensive, and utility. Terra becomes more fleet and nimble, increasing movement rate and granting a defensive bonus against disengagement attacks. Ooh, Heart of the Storm increases shock damage. This is actually exactly what we need. Let's go with this one. And we are done uploading. Okay. We have got out of the ruins. We made it through a Beowulf and a Glanfathin ambush. Now we are on our way to Gilded Vale, but we have to go through these woods first, which we will do in our next episode. So again, like, comment, and subscribe if you like this. Please give me some feedback. I would really appreciate it. It helps me learn and grow and be able to start doing this more often and in a better quality. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I will be watching comments and try and respond to them as many as I possibly can. I will be uploading another video either Sunday, let's see, what's the date today? Today is the 6th, so Sunday would be the 9th. I'll either be doing it December the 9th or next Thursday. So I hope to see you all there, and thank you for watching.